Hi there, it's Laura from Core Pilates and Yoga here to deliver a great core cardio workout for you today. We're going to start with, of course, some functional feet. We're going to get our breath connection. We're going to get our core connection. Of course, sprinkle in some squats, lunges, standing yoga poses to stretch out the legs. Bring it home with some core abdominal work with Pilates. And then finally, of course, a stretch. Class should run us about an hour, so I hope you have your mat rolled out, and we're going to get started. So as you stand here on your mat, find yourself standing in parallel, nice and squared off on those feet with the raise of the toes straight ahead. We're simply going to rock back into the heels and then up into the toes. Rock back, lift up. Little rock back and lift up. Let your body kind of sway just a bit as you're starting to move. If you kind of linger back there, that's okay. Just waking up our foundation. Let's do 2 more rocks. And then we'll come to plug the feet in. Now as we plug the feet in, lift all 10 toes up and start to spread them out. So we're plugging down through the ball of the big toe and the ball of the pinky toe, known as your landing pad or your transverse arch. All 10 toes are actively lifted. And from there, we're gonna hold those toes up and come into our breath. So let's take a deep breath in and an exhale down. Ideally, your breath is in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in and out. Now one more time, we'll hold the breath in. Let's lift up top, interlace the fingers, exhale, lift up, look up, and release down. Try that again. Inhale, lift up, look up, and down. One more time, we're gonna lift up, look up, hold the up, everything is looking up. Ironically today, our word for the day is great. Yes, just like Tony the Tiger would say, but it is gonna be a great day. We're gonna get a great mindset. We're gonna get a great workout. Find great strength, great stretch. Let's slowly drop the right arm down. We're gonna look over the shoulder to the side. And then come on up, interlace again. Rotate those palms up in the sky. And then drop down other side for me, please. Lift up, let's do it again. Hey, those toes are still lifted, right? Keep all 10 toes up. And lift up. One more time, big reach. And drop down. Now from here, both arms come up. Just tap those fingers. And then slowly bring the arms down. Externally rotate at the shoulder and turn the palms out. From here, with all 10 toes lifted, we're going to start lowering and lifting just the big toes. So we'll tap it down and lift it up. Tap it down and lift it up. Just the big toe all by himself. See if we can keep the other 4 toes active and lifted. And now let's hold all 10 toes up and try just the little toe. Just the little toe. Reach it out and bring it up. There we go. Try not to get frustrated. I know sometimes just working the feet and separating the toes can be quite challenging. They do like to flock together. But let's see if we can spread those toes out and really work them. Feet, tops of the feet should start to talk to you a little bit. Your calves might be talking to you. Of course, the quadriceps. Everything's starting to work up that kinetic chain of the body. So now let's start with that little toe. Lower each toe down and you'll feel, a sense of release of those feet and hopefully rooting into the floor. From here, we're going to take those hands up behind the head and we're just laterally flexing again, this time over to the right only. So we'll pour to the side and come back up. Pour to the side and come back up. 4 more, and 3, and 2. Let's come on up. We'll go to the other side. Dip it over. Imagine dipping that elbow down to the side. Try to keep both elbows in the same plane. You might be able to just see them out of the corner of your eye. Dipping down, dipping down. 2 more times, please. Yeah, come center. From here, glide into those toes. Dial the heels together in space. And let's just lower and lift the heels. Now, as you've dialed together, have the toes spread out so they're working evenly here. Keep the seat wrapped. Keep the heels gathered together. And we're starting to wake up the back side of the body, yes? Really working through here. We go 4, 3, 2. Let's land the heels down. Keep everything tightly gathered to your center line. Rotating the body now. Torso twist to your right. So we'll exhale, spiral over. Inhale, come center. Exhale, spiral over other side. Inhale, center. Again, exhale, spiral. And center. And spiral. And center. Fantastic. Holding center. Float the heels up. Maybe about an inch or so off your mat. Gently bend those knees out to the side. They're going to track over your middle toe and then squeeze together. So we slowly slide down and we come right back up. Feel this great line of your legs coming in and connecting. Feel the lift of your seat. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, we're going to hold the heels lifted, keep them touching. Slowly reach those arms up. And then from here, separate the heels in space. You're going to land the heels down and take a nice sweeping squat and come right back up. Exhale. So finding our breath once again in through the nose as we lift. Exhale. Nice audible exhale out the mouth. Really release any stress you might have lingering. Got to clear the path. Feeling great. Moving strong. 2 more, squatting down, lifting up. Excellent, hold the up, fantastic. From here, stepping forward with your right leg, back heel is going to be lifted. So I'm going to turn to the side so we can see the angle of this lunge. Back heel is lifted, front toes straight ahead. We'll drop the back knee down as we lift the arms straight up to the sky. Dropping down and lifting up. Let's hold 4, 3, 2. Continue a bit more of a warm-up, holding here. Sweep the arms behind you, take a little chest expansion. So we interlace, draw the knuckles long, and then slowly extend the right heel towards the mat. Fantastic. Holding our stretch. And we have a little shelf here with our front leg. So we'll slowly hinge and allow the torso to rest along the inner edge, and then lift the knuckles up to the sky. And then slowly release the arms, let the arms rain down. Fingertips just suction cupping the floor here, keeping our back leg long. Let's elongate the front leg as well. Coming into some pyramid rock and roll, we're going to peel our heel up at the back and then peel our foot up to the front. So we rock back and forth. Rocking out, toes on the back, heels on the front. We'll go 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the toes lifted. Slowly bend at the elbows and fold down. Gently land the front foot. Little bend to both knees here. We'll slowly transition the hands to the hips. Coming up, reach the arms straight out. And then with our back leg, we'll just do a couple step ins. So you're going to step in and then change your mind and step right back out. Step in and out. Step in. Exhaling as you go. Using your exhalation super strong. Last 4, 3, 2. Let's hold that foot in. We'll stand up tall and you're going to switch your leg for your lunge. I'm going to turn the other side just so we get that visual again. First off is the lunge with the heel lifted. Arms by your side. We'll drop the knee and lift right back up. Four more. Holding our lunge down. We take the back leg, extending it, trying to get the heel towards the back for a calf stretch. Take the arms behind us, chest expansion. Interlacing those fingers, draw the knuckles away from you. And once again, we have the shelf of our front leg here. Hinge at the hips, slowly fold over, and let the knuckles come up to the sky. Release the arms, let them rain down, suction cupping fingers. We elongate the front leg here. We peel those front toes up and then transition to our back heel lifting. So pyramid rock and roll. So we have a nice lengthened leg on both ends. Slowly peeling up the front foot to the heel. And of course peeling up the back foot to the toe fold there. Let all 5 toes connect on that back foot. And then slowly hold the front foot up. Just linger down for a moment. Feel the stretch on the hamstring. Slowly drop the foot down. We'll make our way up, hands to the hips. And then from here, reach the arms out, taking the back foot and doing some step ins. So we step in and out. Step in, step in. There we go. Exhaling as you work. 4, 3, 2, hold your step in. We'll stand up right back to the center of the mat. We're going to bring our feet together, toes fanned out but touching and spread. Take the arms up, bring those hands together, coming into a tight ski squat with a bit of a twist. bringing your left tricep to your right thigh. So let's twist over, come right back up, twist over, come right back up. Exhale as you go. Now, if you'd like to start to build a little more heat, take your exhale, that simply close the mouth and whisper the breath out the back of the throat. So just get a little more internal heat going for yourself. It's known as an ujjayi breath in yoga. And of course, the body's pretty smart. So if you get too warm, guess what? The mouth will open up and you'll let that steam escape, right? One more each way. Fantastic. Hold up. Take a deep breath in, big stretch back. And then exhale, we'll dive down. We'll take a little half lift to reset the spine and then take ourselves into a slow chair. Good, lift up. This time, as we extend back, we're gonna bend the elbows. Think of your body like a cactus leaning back. Lift up, dive down. Take your half lift, reset the spine. And a little smaller chair, get a little lower. Again, you're up. Find your cactus, bend back. Lift up, fold forward. Reset the spine, even smaller chair. Yeah, sinking down a little lower. Whoa, here we go, lift up. Cactus, lift up, coming down. Take your half lift to reset. Now from the reset, we're gonna go really small now, sinking down. And think of your body like a little seed. Lift up onto those toes, heels are up, and then wrap around. Now slowly lower the heels. Grow back up. One more cactus. We're gonna stretch back. Lift up, fold down. Take your half lift, and then sink down. Sink, 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 sink. Tiny little seed. Wrap around. Now as you're here, tuck your nose towards your knees. Pull your belly off of your thighs and round, round, round. If the heels don't quite want to touch, just keep your fingers down in front of you and sink a little deeper, but lift the heels. That's totally fine as well. Now from here, we'll slowly bring ourselves back up. Take a deep breath in. And hands to our heart center. From here, separate the feet, hip distance. We're gonna take a little squat forward. So a single step with the right leg. You'll step forward and back. Forward and back. Good, forward and back. Just stepping out there. Just stepping out as if I dropped something and I need to pick it up. So very functional lunge here, right? Stepping out and back. 4 more. 3, 2, hold your squat out there and just down and up here. Down and up, pumping those arms right by your side. So my back heel is naturally lifted. My front knee is still safe though, right? It's not going past the toes, right? Dropped it, gotta pick it back up. 4, 3, 2, hold your little staggered squat here. Clasp the hands and just pulse. Just pulse. So now really root through the heel of that front leg. Feeling the hamstring, feeling the glute. Back foot nice and folded up at the toe. Yeah, things are talking on those legs. 4, 3, 2, go ahead and step back. Step back to your centered squat, feet together. We'll squat down and come right back up. Was the body pretty smart there? Have you opened your mouth again? If you want, try to get back to your nose breath. Get the heat fired up once again. 4 more. Hold your chair squat here. See if you can hinge a little deeper. And then from here, peel both heels up. Sink a little lower. Yes, press the knees together. Ooh-wee. Hello, legs, right? Slowly lower down. Lift up. Guess what? We got the other leg. Stepping forward with our functional lunge. Step forward and back. Remember, it's just as if you drop something. Up, I gotta pick it up. Right? Stepping out and back in. Just let the arms move rather natural, right? Starting to feel the core really kicking in to brace you and stabilize your torso as you're moving here. We got 3 more moving and then we're gonna keep it out there. Nice job. Take it out, hold it out. Down and up. Here's where you can really check in with the front knee. Make sure it stays over the midfoot. Down and up. Nice job holding it down. Clasp those hands, little pulse. Woo-wee, those legs are talking. Remember, ground through your front heel. Keep the hamstring and the glute on task there. 4, 3, 2, nice job, push back. Ha, this time you are going wide on your mat, but the feet are staying parallel. It's just a little wider than hip distance. From here, as you squat down, the left arm's gonna reach out in front, and then switch. Nice, big exhale. Body smart again. Did that mouth open up? Sure it did. We're working. Hopefully you got a little sweat going. Four, 3, 2, both arms out. Hold your squat. Peel the right heel up and then the left. All the way to the toe fold. There you go. If you listen real close, you can hear my ankle click. 4 more. 3, 2. Both heels, you're going to lift them up. Sink a little deeper. Hinge a little more at the hip. Ooh, hello, quads. Hold it 5. Hold it 4. Hold it 3. Now 2. Stay here. Lengthen the legs up. Stay off those heels. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Reach the arms up. Reach them up. Position of power. Feel great. Feel great things are happening. The chapter of this day is going to be full of fantastic potential. And then release. Whew. Nice job, nice job. Let's stretch out these legs just a little bit. Right leg's gonna step in front, left leg's going to be in back. So now you're in a warrior one stance, yes? Back heel is on an angle, hips are squared straight ahead towards me, and the arms are lifting up. Now with these arms here, holding your warrior one, take the right arm down in front, left arm back. So you're doing some nice sweeping with your arms, going backwards. Little shim through the core, little shim through your obliques. Nice, hold both arms up. Excellent, reach the right arm in front, left arm goes in back. This time, open the hips towards the long edge of your mat. Find your warrior two. And again, adding in some core, turn the palms to face the side. Take your back, left hand, reach around, kind of high five yourself and pull back. Around. Bow and arrow arm. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold the pull back. And let's take this bow and arrow and shoot the arrow up to the sky. Lift up, extend the back left arm down the leg. Nice, lengthen the front leg and just cartwheel down. Hold your body in a widespread triangle position, opening from your center. Feel as if a starburst is radiating out right from your core, extending up to the top arm, down to the bottom arm, out each leg, and then slowly hoist ourselves up. Step back to the center of your mat for just a moment. We're gonna pick up our front right leg and come into a little balance. Nice, now from here, rather than having the leg lifted up and hanging in space, we're gonna sneak it back in and find a little tactile touch of the inner side of the foot touching along the inner side of the other leg. So we'll call this pelican. And then slowly hands down, heart center, little press, and release. Whew. Sometimes even more work happens in the stillness. I know that's when the sweat comes out, right? So let's bring the other leg in front. We have our warrior one, front toes straight ahead, arms are up. Yeah, so think of your foundation first. Back heel, furthest point away. Front knee tracking in line over the ankle. We lift those arms up. And this time we'll take the arms to the front, so you're starting to windmill them around to the front in your forward direction. Nice job. Feel that little shim going on through your obliques. Your stabilizers of your spine, and then let's slow the windmill, bring the arms back up, and then open them, one arm front, one arm back, warrior two. So our left arm is in front, palm is down for now, back right arm is reaching long and down, Knee tracking still over our second and third toe there, tracking straight ahead. And then getting into our bow and arrow warrior two, the palms out. And we reach around, tap, and pull back. Tap, and pull back. Go again. So the exhale is on that nice rotation as you twist forward. 4, 3, 2, hold it, stick it on the 1, pull that bowstring back, and then let's extend up towards the sky. Release your right arm down the back leg. And then really stretching things out, moving into triangle, extend the front leg, and tip. Again, feeling energy sourcing from your center, radiating out to the periphery. And use your core, hoist yourself back up. Coming back to the center of our mat. Other leg now, we lift it up first, just straight up. Right arms can be lifted. And then just slowly hinging deeper at the knee, we create a little sense of touch as we bring the foot in right by the leg. Holding strong. Very lifted. And then hands heart center. Pulling down. And release. Nice work. From here, starting in the very, very, very center of your mat, right in the very, very middle, we got a couple little side squats. So little baby squats out side to side. We'll start with the right. You'll step out, come back, other side. Little baby squats. Big exhale. If you feel like you need to cool off a little bit, go with a really let the steam out. If you still want to go for the work, you're going to get that heat going a little bit more. Here's your opportunity. Close them out and 4, 3, 2, last one. Take both feet wide, hands slide right under the thighs. We're going to squat down, hands cup around the kneecaps, scooping around through the low belly, and we'll lift up, roll the shoulders down. So it's a hinge, scoop tuck, round up, shoulders back. Let the head in the business here so we come down. As we scoop tuck, nose looks towards the waistband. Come up and around. Down. Scoop tuck, around. And up. 2 more. Last time. And up. Just shoulder rolls right here. Fantastic work. From this position here, take a giant breath in. Hands to the center. You're going to be stepping back to the back of your mat. So the work is still continuing, sprinkling in a few plank series now as we're here. So at the back of your mat, we'll lift those arms up, hinge and fold down, and you're in kind of an abrupt downward facing dog, if you will, okay? Suction cup fingers, shift your weight towards the fingers, and just lift the heels. Lift the heels. 4, 3, 2, hold the heel lift, and we're going to walk out to a plank position. So you'll walk all the way out. For me to fit in the frame, I need to walk out a bit and then step back. So we're in our plank position, solid and true. Take a moment, just drop the knees here, and ensure that the shoulder and wrist is right in alignment. Ensure that the belly is pulled in and the back space is long. One leg then continues back into its plank. As you place it back there, give the quad a squeeze, right? Add the other, give that quad a squeeze. So here's your plank. Gaze is just lightly out in front of you. Think of something great out there, something that gives you joy, something that softens your gaze and you can look upon with positive thought. Nice, little bend to the knees, hinge up, start to walk back. And again, you'll walk back to that kind of abrupt downward facing dog position. Suction cup the fingers, and this time you lift the toes. Yeah, lift the toes, lift the whole front foot, lift up. A little trickier. That extra stretch through the calf, Achilles tendon. 4, 3, 2, hold the toes up for just a moment, and then lower each toe down. We lift the heels, and we start our walk out once again to our plank position. See if we can find it very solid here. Now a little challenge with your plank in this position here. We're going to slowly just lift the right leg up 2, tap it down, right again please, up 2, and tap it down. 4 more. Nice job. Park the foot, take a quick regular downward facing dog for stretch. Come forward once again. Find your plank, and of course we have the other leg to lift, yes? Make sure gaze is out. Float up 2 and down. If you'd like a double breath to go with that, exhale twice. We want to think belly pulls in deeper. We want to think glute working a little deeper. Last 2. And last 1. Nice job. Again, hiking up regular down dog. And let's just take this dog for a walk. Bend one knee and then the other. Fantastic. Find your downward facing dog. Little bend of the knees. Walking the hands back again to our abrupt down dog position. Suction cup fingers. We're going to alternate heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. Just let your head hang right through the window of your arms. Now really working. Let that sweat drip off the end of your nose. 4 more. 3, 2. Last time here, the heels are going to lift, and we walk out to our plank. Again, find your gaze straight ahead. This time, a little trickier. We're going to bring the hands together and create a heart from thumbs to index fingers. So really stretching all the fingers out, creating the index fingers and the thumb to make the heart. Kind of turn your elbow smiles towards the thumb and index finger, and then slowly bend the elbows and press up. Slowly bend, press up. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold the press up. You guessed it, downward dog with this hand position here. Let's pike up. And then drop to your knees. And take a child's pose stretch. Separate the hands and round back. Ooh, fantastic job. So really reaching those arms out. As you're here with the arms reaching, we're going to walk the hands over to your right. That's it. Shift your hips to the left. And then walk over. And shift. To our center, sliding back up to our all fours true now. Yes, meaning shoulder, wrist, hip, knee. Coming into spinal balance, pure and simple here. So really imagine you have something that's very valuable to you on your back. It's balancing there, right? It would break if it fell off. So in order to protect it, we have to use our core. So let's engage the core, pull it in, keep whatever we have on our back super still and solid. Slowly, the left arm is going to reach out, and the right leg, the opposite leg, is going to extend back. And really visualize in your mind that object on your back, working hard to keep everything still. Slowly reconnect. Other side, find your center, arm up, leg back. Visualize, now visualize the object on your back. Very fragile. Delicate. The slightest wobble would cause it to topple down and smash. Slowly down. Ooh, one more time. Reaching out, extending. More confidence here. Lower down. Control. Last time. Arm leg configuration reaching. And down. Ooh, imagine somebody comes along, they take your object, they wrap it in bubble wrap. It's safe. You're going to push off those wrists, make little wrist circles here. And then we'll take those hands and just turn them palms away from each other, dropping the elbows down. Get a nice wrist stretch. You can wiggle your fingers a little bit. Wonderful. Coming back into a little more sinewy spine. We'll lift up. Take a chest expansion, interlace, hinge at the knees and lean back. Hip flexor, quad stretch. Lift up, scoop, tuck, round, child's pose, active child's pose, reaching out. Lead with the belly, inhale, float up. Chest expansion, windmill those arms back behind you, little hinge and lean. And then last time, lift up and round. From this round, we'll extend all the way out onto our mat. So we'll lie on the belly. We're going to make a palm-on-palm little sandwich here that your forehead is going to rest on. So you're lengthening down, forehead resting, elbows wide. Glue your heels together behind you. So you're really perched across the mat, not just, thankful that you're here, right? So really connect everything you have from your center. Inhale here. Exhale, with your forehead glued to your hands, we slowly float head to tail, like you're a canoe, just gliding across a lake. And then softly extend and flatline the body back down. Exhale, floating up. Exhale as deeply as you can, really elongate, and slowly down. So the exhale on the lift helps us stay broad across our back, right? Try it one more time. Let's float up. And then slowly down. Turn your head to one side, turn your feet out to the side, let them relax down. We'll call the sleeping crocodile. Hit the snooze button for just a second. And then just lift your head up, turn the other cheek, please. And then slowly we'll come up. Again, hands underneath the shoulders, retract the feet, lifting up here. Swing those knees underneath you. Find your all fours, and then leading with the belly. Scoop around, the angriest cat you ever met. Round, 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 round. Hold your round, curl your toes under. Do your best to spread all 10 toes out. And then keep your angry cat and sit back towards your heels. Good. Now if those little toes didn't quite want to connect, just reach back with your hands and give a little assistance to spread those toes out. Use your hands now in front to gently push back. Keep the scoop position. So we're calling this a shell stretch. Imagine you're at the ocean. Yeah, wouldn't that be fabulous, right? The water's coming in and it just carves out the seashell of your body. And you feel a great lumbar stretch. And then slowly you're up. From here, we're going to shift around. We've made it to the ground. Turn the soles of your feet together for just a moment and take a little rock side to side. So we need to get into some solid core work, okay, to get things going. So shift gears to your Pilates mindset, right? We're going to close the legs here. Toes touching, balls of the big toes, ankle bones touching, knee bones touching if they can. Hands sneak back to our hamstrings. As you're here, you're in a very upright, lifted position. We're going to slightly lean back. So as I lean back, it's as if my body is a door and it's hinging and opening at the hip flexor, right? I'm trying to avoid rounding and just sinking and caving off of myself. So I'm nice and lifted. I hinge and lean back. One leg comes up, shin bone parallel to the floor. Hold on. Other leg comes up. And then as we're here, if you feel confident, you feel as if your low belly is scooping and pulling up, reach one arm out and then the other. So we are in a boat pose position. And then slowly scoop in, lift yourself up, land the feet down with the arms reaching. Make sure you have some mat space behind you. You're going to exhale, scoop through the low belly, lower back. Just before the shoulder blades touch, you're going to stop, lift the arms up, take them out to the side, sweep around, grab the backs of the legs and come right back up. So we're just doing a bent knee, roll back to roll up. So again, connect, exhale, low belly. Feel as if your tailbone is being pulled towards your heels. Slowly lower. Just before the shoulder blades touch, you stop, arms up, out, grab the backs of the legs, squeeze the legs together as you come up. Let's try that one more time. You're out. Slowly connect down. Just before the shoulder blades, we stop, arms up, around, and we sweep. All right, so from here, we're going to be holding the roll back, okay? Adding on some more abdominal work. So the arms are out. Connect through the low belly. Slowly wheel, wheel, wheel. As you go back, remember, just before the shoulder blades stop. There we go. Hands behind the head here. One leg comes up, and then the other. So we're holding ourselves lifted through the upper head, neck, shoulders. We're sinking through the low belly as much as we can. Imagine a giant seatbelt coming across your waistband right now and tethering you to the ground. Hands giving support of the head. Tap your right toe down to the ground and then your left. And you're just going to do a little alternating march here. But the key is the seatbelt, right? So the little taps are just meant to challenge you right now. My ankle and my knee is staying the same. And I'm just tapping, and I'm tapping, and I'm tapping. 4, 3, 2, finish evenly. Let both feet land and relax back, arms out to a T. Just sneak back into my frame here. There we go. So arms out to a T, sway your knees side to side. So now as we're here now, yay, lying down, right? Life just got a little better. We're connecting back to our center. My head is going to stay down. My shoulders are going to stay pinned down, broad at the heart center, broad at the clavicles, and my arms are just extended along my side, kind of a slight downward V with the palms up. The right knee is going to come deep into the chest and extend up, right? So you're pulling the leg in. The other leg is going to extend long on the ground. Now, as we extend the other leg long on the ground, take a note of where your back is going. If it's starting to arch, then we want to keep the free leg bent. So that will help anchor through our seatbelt. We haven't lost our seatbelt yet, right? Keep it there. So we have our right knee in, and the leg is going to extend up to the sky. Remember, option here, keep a little bend or let it go to the ground. I'm going to do the little bent version so that you can feel free to follow me, okay? Our active right leg, it's really reaching now. It's not just hanging out up there, it's active. It's very statuesque. We take the leg and we draw it towards the midline of the body and then away from us, around and up. So coming into some leg circles, bring it across, around and up. Now the key here is not really the leg. It's the challenging the leg is presenting to the core, right? So the leg is presenting a challenge to our low belly as we sweep around. Let's connect breath with this. Inhale to exhale. And then let's pause and go the other way. So as I'm working my leg, my goal is to try to keep stability through the rest of my body. And that's where the sneak attack work is coming in, right? The low belly has to stay down. My leg, whether it's bent or long, it really has to root and help keep me still. Last one. Let's hold the right leg up. See if we can reach up towards the calf and just pull the leg lightly to you. Peel the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, nose to knee. And then let's hug the knee in. If your left leg is not already extended, go ahead and extend it out. We'll take the opposite left hand to the right knee, right arm out by our side. Shift your hips to your right and then slowly drop the right knee to the left. A little spinal twist to release. Now let's slowly come back center. We'll reposition, so as I land the foot, I reposition my hips. And then I bring the other knee in nice and tight. We'll extend it up. Again, I'm going to keep my free leg down and slightly bent just to stabilize. I have my seat belt strapping on there, keeping everything settled across the pelvis. The leg is active and lifted. We'll bring it to the midline of the body, away, around, and up. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. 4 more. And then we'll pause here, going the other way, away, around, in and up, away, around, in and up. Using your exhale, using your breath here to control the belly, to control the leg, to help stabilize the body. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's pull the leg to you. If our right leg isn't already extended, go ahead and slide it down there, setting up for our lying spinal twist. We have the right hand to the left knee, left arm by our side. Shift your hips to the left and drop the knee to the right. Coming back center, let's reposition, slide both legs out long and find your Pilates V here. So our Pilates V is where we're wrapped at the seat, we're connected at our heels, and we feel as if somebody's kind of shrink wrapped our entire torso and body. Arms are gonna lift up, and then extend overhead. And that shrink wrap is going through the waist, up across the chest, the shoulders, and the arms. And I still have my seatbelt, right? It's still pulling me down through my center. So full body roll up. So you're letting yourself be as long and strong across the floorboards as you can. Inhale as you're here. Exhale, slowly float the chin over the chest over the ribs over the waist. Deep scoop, pulling in and up as you then extend and fold towards your toes. Fantastic. Coming up, you're back up. Super strong here. We have a couple more abdominal moves to do. I know you're excited. Back into our boat. We lift. And we bring the arms out. Now holding here, adding on, we clasp hands, and we're just going to rotate side to side. So now we have some oblique work to do as we rotate through the upper torso. So just imagine you have a little oar in your hands, and you're rowing your boat side to side with your oar. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's clasp the backs of the legs, pull ourselves up tall, land the toes, and turn the feet together. We'll take a well-deserved stretch here. Slowly coming up, one more boat variation. We close the legs, we lift into our boat, we grab our oar. This time though, the oar is going to go off to your right as the legs extend to the left, and you'll switch and switch. So we're really trying to work and lengthen out. Very precision, very streamlined, right? With your boat extending. Try to keep the legs as together as you can. You're sweeping off to the side. Off to the side. We'll go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the hamstrings, lift up, slide your legs out in front, lift the arms tall, and then simply forward fold. Take your hands behind you though, flip those palms down, let the fingertips reach back, let the crown of the head reach towards your toes. And then slowly coming up, sprinkling in another little stretch. We'll keep the right leg long, left leg will fold in, and we'll square off for ourselves. Both arms up, interlace, stretch up to the sky, and then fold forward. Hands down either side of the front leg. And as we're here, think crown of the head towards the toes, and then let's look at those toes for a moment. Flex the foot, pull the toes towards the crown of the head. And you're closing that space. Slowly coming up, plug both sits bones in, rotate towards the bent leg, little suction cup fingers here. Now, pretend we have our fancy precious object right there on our inner thigh. We don't want to squish it, okay? So we're going to be rounding forward, think nose towards the knee, but as I go, I need to round over my precious object. And then slowly come up. Good, good. Switching sides. Fold around. Make sure you're balanced and level, squared off, arms up, reaching forward, and hands down. Squaring off on the foot. Take the top of the head towards the toes, and of course the toes towards the top of the head. Slowly up, turning to the bent leg. Here's our suction cup fingers. Sitting tall, there's our precious object right on the inner thigh. So we scoop it around. Stay rooted towards your left sit bone as you round over. And then slowly you're up. Good. One more challenge here. We bring the heels together, Pilates V. Actively point the toes. Arms are going to windmill up. Behind us they go. Fingertips pointing towards the toes, inclined plank. So you're in a super lengthened, lifted position. We press through the palms, drive the hips up and point the toes away from us. Lift, 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 lift. Everything is looking up. And then slowly lower. Arms just flip around and we'll fold forward. Slowly coming up, another opportunity to lie down. So we're getting into some bridging here. We'll allow ourselves space to lie down. Feet are going to start fist distance apart. So fist distance at the toes, ankles, knees, hands to the hamstrings. Scoop and lower your body all the way down onto your mat. So as you're lying down here, we want about a palm's distance from sit bone to heel. Arms are long by our side. If you tend to be rather rounded in the shoulder, just simply turn the palms up and expand across the chest and the heart center, okay? Inhale as you're lying here. Exhale, pressing through the feet. We drive through the hamstrings and the glutes. We start to lift the hips up. We pull the belly in, and we think of the belly pulling in such that as the back is lifting, we've created a spine sandwich, yes? So the belly is really doing a lot of the work, and the back is receiving that protective area from the belly, okay? Knees straight ahead, arms long. Take your breath in here. Take a moment, check in with the toes. Make sure they're free to wiggle about. And then slowly articulate right back down to the mat. Inhale as you land. Exhale, floating up. Nice lift up. And then slowly lengthen and lower down. Now as we land down here, coming into a shoulder bridge, turn the palms in so that the pinky finger slices the floor, okay? Inhale, prepare for your bridge. Exhale, peel the hips up. So now we're gonna hold the hips. Next breath, we wheel the arms up and we wheel them overhead such that the thumbs will hopefully touch the floor. Ribs stay gliding towards the hips. Everything is still strong through my spine sandwich. Now I stay here with the arms. Slowly articulate the spine down. And then the arms will follow along. Good, good. Inhale, prepare. Get another shoulder bridge. Exhale, lift the hips up. And then wheel those arms up. Staying here with the arms. Articulate and lower down. Bone by bone by bone by bone we go. And the arms come down. One more time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, hips up. Fantastic. Arms up. Wheel them past your head. Keep the arms and slowly lower down. Arms come down. And we bring those knees into the chest. Give them a hug and rock side to side. Continuing with some fabulous stretches here, we're going to hug our knees in, and this time float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Come into a little bit of a ball position with your body. Coming into a hammock hang stretch for the hamstrings and the hip flexor. We'll sneak our hands around the calf of the left leg extended up. We'll shoot the right leg out. Now, using leverage from the long leg, we pull up. We extend the long leg out, and now I'm working in opposition, right? My leg is going long, and then my other leg is pulling towards me. My elbows are folded in, and I'm very streamlined and active. So I'm holding here for the stretch, 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 stretch. And then I'm going to slowly bend back in. Turn my head to one side, and the other side. Center. Again, we come into our small ball in this position. We're up. We extend the right leg. We hold on. We shoot the left leg out. Long, long, long. Really active. Feel yourself working in opposition. Again, those elbows are pulling in by your side. Hold this stretch. And slowly bend in. Gather the left in. Relax back. Again, head turns to one side and the other side. From here, coming back to center. One more hinge stretch. We unfold both legs as much as we can. We grab around the backs of the calves, streamline those elbows in, fold the head, neck, and shoulders up, take a lift, and flex the feet down to you. So your backside is going to lift just a little bit. Feel that deep stretch along the backs of the legs. Keep your seatbelt, right? We haven't taken it off. We're still cruising. We're still on our journey. And then bend the knees in. Relax back. This time, both knees will drop off to your left side. Arms out to a T. Little spinal twist here. Release any tension we might have going along. Pick one leg up at a time. Drop to the other side. and one leg up. Good. From here, you can either rock up to a seated position or drop both legs to one side and help yourself come up. All right. Home stretch. As we come up, let's have the left leg folded in front, the right leg behind us, getting ourselves set for a dynamic stretch here. So we have a little zigzag going on with the legs. The left arm will be behind you. The right arm will gather across the rib cage. We'll float up. Come right back down. Exhale, float up. Right back down. One more time, hold the float up. And right back down. Flip those legs to the other side. Hand behind, float up, reach up, lift up. And down. Float up. Third time's a charm. Here we go. Floating up, lifting. And out. From here, we're going to fold the legs in. Use one leg to help yourself up, standing in tall. Finishing standing so you're ready to go off and take charge of your day. Parallel out the feet. Bring the arms out in front. And let's lightly tap the right foot out in front of us. We're going to go toe and heel. So as you're here, just tap the toe and then flex the heel. Really point and flex. And then hold your point. Big circles with the foot. And then go the other direction. And release back. Other side, toe and heel, toe and heel. Good job, hold the point, big circles. Change direction. And release. So one of my favorite hamstring stretches. We stand close stance parallel. We're going to bring the right leg across. And when we cross the legs, fan all 10 toes out, right? So you're really plugging in to the outer edges. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side so we get a little better visual here. Plug the feet in. 2 fingers, hinge at the hips. We karate chop at the hips. Send your sits bones back and the crown of your head forward. Pause for just a moment here with a nice hinged yet supportive flat back. So we really have the belly pulling in. We have the back nice and long. Keep your hinge. Keep the length in your spine. Continue to fold. Imagine the top of your head just dumping down towards the floor. Your fingers at your hips are gently guiding and trying to lift the hips up to keep them spilling forward, okay? Once you feel you've folded as far forward as you can go, suction cup finger time. Bring those fingers down and really continue to let yourself fold. Let the contents of your head just spill out onto your mat. Make room for new gray matter. Check in with the balls of the big toes. Plug those guys in. Shift your weight slightly forward into the toes. Slightly back into the hips. Slightly forward toes. Slightly back hips. And then come to the Goldilocks position, which is just right. Neither toes nor heels. Slowly take your time, hands to the hips, root through the feet, scoop just a bit through the belly, unfold, come all the way up. Release, shake things out. Nice shot, let's do the other side. So we cross over. Again, check in with the feet, very important. They're all spread and plugged down. 2 fingers, hinging here. We hinge, we extend. Reach, reach, reach. So my sits bones are going back. The crown of my head is reaching forward. We're going, going, going. Pause in the nice lengthened spine, flat back position. Belly is pulled in. And then we continue on down our path, folding strong, keeping the lift in the hips. When you feel you've folded as best you can, bring the hands down and try to continue to surrender. Try to continue to fold your body nice and deep. This is a fantastic hamstring back line of the body stretch. Keep those balls of the big toes plugged in. And we slowly shift our weight a little bit back towards the heels and the hips. And a little bit forward into the toes. And sometimes the slower you go, the more observant we can be with these stretches that we find, with any tightness that's hiding there. And then just find your way into a centered position. Continue to breathe just 1 or 2 more times here. Let the stretch happen. And then just as carefully as we came down, we make our way up. Hinge, scoop, lifting, and tall. Rushing fluids, yes? Shake those legs out. Step nice and wide on your mat. May even turn to the side if you'd like, that's fine. Take a breath in here. Exhale, squat down, brush your fingers across the ground. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Really let yourself go. Relish in the sheer joy that you've done something positive for yourself. Move the body. Move the fluids. Cleared space in your mind. Ready to make it a great, great day. One more time, hold the up. Let's find our power position here. Float the heels, toes are spread, lifting, holding. Let's see if we can hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. Lower the heels. Pull your hands into your heart center. Close your eyes for just a moment. Envision one great item right out there for the taking. One great task you will attack today and you will accomplish. You'll finish it. You'll finish it with strength. You'll finish it with a positive mindset. And you'll find the super joy and light that's yours. Soft gaze here. Open the center 3 fingers. Keep the thumb and pinky finger together. Finding a little lotus mudra to get you centered and continue on your path to greatness. Closing it up. Well, I thank you so much for your attention. I thank you so much for your energy. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.